Every fall I have this little tradition of taking a one-day trip to a cozy pumpkin farm. It always feels like a perfect way to soak in the season. Everything about these places reminds me of fall. Golden cornfields, bright orange pumpkins, and little farm stands selling homemade jams and fresh baked pies. The air feels calm, peaceful, and full of warmth. And the farmers greet you with those genuine, friendly smiles that make you feel right at home. This year, a friend told me about a tiny hidden gem, a family-owned farm she's been visiting since she was a kid. That's how I ended up here, on the banks of a quiet river, surrounded by the golden forest of Pennsylvania. The farm is small and incredibly homey. They grow vegetables, flowers, and of course, pumpkins. Kids run around helping their parents, feeding the animals, and welcoming guests. The whole place feels like a scene from an old movie, about simple joys, country life, and slow days filled with cozy chaos. I was so surprised to find a swing right in the middle of the farm. I'm pretty sure it's there for a reason, to remind you to slow down, sit for a while, take a deep breath, and just feel the moment. I've always loved swings. No matter how old you are, there's something magical about them. You start to sway, and suddenly your thoughts go quiet. Maybe you think about something soft and comforting, or maybe just watch the world go by. For some reason, swings always take me back to childhood, to the days when life felt simple and the whole world seemed warm and kind. After that trip, I came home inspired. Surrounded by pumpkins and the scent of fall, I wanted to bake something warm and comforting. I recently came across a recipe for pumpkin-shaped buns, and I instantly knew this one was meant for October. In a bowl, I mix warm milk, yeast, an egg, and a bit of sugar. Then comes the secret ingredient, pumpkin puree. It gives the dough this incredible golden orange glow. At some point I totally forgot to add the butter, but better late than never. Once the butter is in, the dough feels soft, smooth, and full of life. I let the dough rest for about 20 minutes, And while I wait, I mix sugar with cinnamon, nutmeg, and pumpkin spice. It's gonna turn into a gorgeous coating for buns. When the dough is ready, I roll it into small balls and start shaping them into tiny pumpkins using kitchen twine, wrapping each one carefully to get that perfect little pumpkin look. The buns bake for about 12 minutes, filling the kitchen with that cozy scent that makes you want to grab a blanket and pour a cup of tea. Once they're out of the oven, I brush them with the melted butter and sprinkle them with my spice mix. They turn out soft, fluffy, and full of that gentle pumpkin flavor, like a sweet little bite of fall. Lately, I've been escaping on weekends to a forest park near my town, a quiet place where you can breathe, slow down, and turn down the background noise for a while. There's a lake, walking trails, and little paths through the woods. People stroll with their dogs, ride bikes, or just sit by the water. It's peaceful, and it reminds me how much easier it is to feel the changing seasons when you're close to the nature. I brought home a few mini pumpkins from the farm and decided to make candles out of them, something small but special for my home. The process turned out to be surprisingly simple and incredibly cozy. I carefully scooped out the pumpkins, melted soy wax, and added a bit of fall scents. When the wax cooled, I had these little glowing pumpkins, simple yet magical. Honestly, they turned out even better than I expected. I've realized that every season has its own little symbols, the tiny rituals that help us feel its spirit fully. And maybe that's what it's all about, creating your own traditions, filling out days with light and warmth, so that the transition between seasons feels soft and natural. For fall, that means farm trips, long walks, cozy baking days, and decorating with pumpkins. Simple, soulful things that bring so much comfort. Because in the end, it's all about perspective. We get to decide what our season feels like. When you feel it with the things that make you happy, fall becomes warm and incredibly welcoming. And I'll see you in the next episode with more ways to romanticize the season. Bye bye.